Right, solve the following inequality and represent its solution set on a number line. So we've got x is greater than 2x plus x squared. I'm going to show you sort of different ways of doing this. So we're going to use two different methods. Let's look at a graphical method first of all. Now I've got 8 is greater than 2x plus x squared. Now I could take the 8 over here by subtracting 8, but I'm going to do instead take 2x and take x squared. This might not necessarily be the easiest way to do it. So that becomes 8 minus 2x minus x squared is greater than 0. If we now solve this quadratic, so changing on the signs of them, so plus x squared plus 2x and minus 8, and we factorize that, so we put in an x, and the factors are 8 are 2 and 4, that's what's going to make plus 2 in the middle. This one will be plus and this one will be minus. And then we get some critical values. X is minus 4 and x is equal to 2, and they're also the critical values of this, of the function written this way round as well. If we now sketch a graph, x and y, mark on those critical values, minus 4 and 2, and the other value here is plus 8 on the y-axis, for plus 8. And because it's minus x squared, the graph goes that way round. So draw that on, okay, and then I want to know, it's not equal to, so they're open circles, and I want to know where this is positive. So it's going to be positive on that orange bit there between minus 4 and 2. So x is between minus 4 and x is less than 2. If we want to put that on a number line, so that's between minus 4 and 2 and with open. Alright, and then in the later way I'll show you, you can get the same result by doing the graph that way around as well. Right, but the table method, okay, you start out with 8 is greater than 2x plus x squared. This time I am going to take 8, so I get x squared plus 2x minus 8 is less than or equal to 0. And then first solve the equation x squared plus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. We already solved it once, so we'll just go nip through that. Again, we get the critical values of x is minus 4 and x is 2. Right, so what you do now is you make a table. So you take the lowest value, which is minus 4, and you do x is less than minus 4. Then you take the upper value and you find where x is between minus 4 and 2. So the lower value and the other value, and then x is greater than 2. If you think back to the graph as well, that might help as well. So you write down the two factors, x plus 4, x minus 2. It doesn't matter which way you write them down, and then the result of doing that. And you get a table like that. Right, what you do then is you take a number less than minus 4, such as minus 5, and you put minus 5 in here. Minus 5 plus 4 is negative. That's all you're interested in, is the sign. Take a number between minus 4 and 2, so the obvious one to do is 0. 0 plus 4, well, that's positive. And a number greater than 2, so let's take 3. 3 plus 4 is also positive. Then you repeat it for x minus 2. So minus 5 minus 2 is negative. We're only interested in the sign. 0 take away 2 is negative. And then 3 take away 2 is actually positive. Right, because you're actually multiplying these together in the result, minus times a minus will make a plus. A positive times a negative will make a negative, and a positive times a positive will make a positive. Now you go back to the original inequality, which is this one here, and we wanted to know where it's less than 0. The inequality is less than 0, so we want to know where it's negative, so that's going to be this one here. So we can write down the answer of x being between minus 4 and 2, and if drawing on a number line it will look like that. Now, say I drew the graph of x squared plus 2x minus 8. Which I could do. Before I did the other way around, the graph would look like that because it's now plus x squared. Okay, open box, and the graph is negative on the orange bit because we want to know it's negative, and again we get the same answer, x being between -4 and 2 and between -4 and 2. So it doesn't matter which way around you do the graph as long as you refer back to the inequality that you have for your graph. Okay, so this has been a video to show you how to solve an inequality for a quadratic function by a graphing method or a table method. The table method comes into itself when you get like cubics and sort of rational functions. It's much more useful. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.